Hey everyone, Noah Fransky here. I'm going to be talking about how to use your TI nSpire emulator to be able to transfer the test mode for the IB exam to student handhelds. It's a pretty simple process. All you'll need is your student's handheld here. You will need the charger cable that goes from the calculator to the computer to USB. And you will need the nSpire software emulator on your computer as well. So I have the emulator open here. And before the calculator is plugged in or while it's plugged in, it's up to you. You're going to open up the test mode here. So from the little calculator settings right here, you can also do it from Tools, Prepare Handhelds. You're going to hit Enter, Press to Test. So Enter, Press to Test right here. I already have my IB Press to Test set up, but when you open yours, most likely you're going to have the factory default here, which is everything checked. That is not correct for the IB exam. There are some functions that students need, so we need to take a look at what those functions are. So if you open up your guide to the calculator from the IB directly, you can see that they have the non-CAS model and also the CAS model. I'm going to set it up for the CAS model. It will also work for the non-CAS model. But the first thing you need to make sure that you have set up is the degree mode is your default angle setting and the CAS mode is off. So I'm going to go back to my press to test window here. So I'm in degree mode. That's great. CAS mode is off. That's very important for the IB. If you have any students with CAS models, that'll have to be turned off. And then I'm going to uncheck. There are 4 things to uncheck that are very important. 5, excuse me. The first is disable inequality graphing. They need to be able to graph inequalities for the IB exam. So that turned they're unchecked, which means they will be able to use it. The others that we have here are trigonometric functions. We need to allow trigonometric functions. They need to use sine, cosine, and tangent. It would be a sad test if they couldn't do that. The log base bx needs to be enabled. And then the polynomial root finder and simultaneous equation solver need to be allowed as well. The numerical solver is, I believe, lumped into that one because I don't have that option here. If I go into my IB press to test, it should look the same. But if you hit save over here, you can save it as IB press to test mode, something like that. I already have mine saved, but if you click save here, then it's going to save it as one of your drop downs. I'm going to go into that one. So I'm going to go into my IB press to test, and we see that all of the settings are the same as we had before. And then if you have this saved, you can just cancel this, or if you have the calculator handheld ready to go, once it's plugged in, you're going to go to the same spot. So going from the settings window right here into enter press to test, I already have mine open. And now I'm going to click enter press to test. And what you're going to see is on the calculator window, actually it's off right now, so I'll turn it on. On the calculator window, when I click enter press to test, the screen is going to go blank. Enter press to test. As soon as the screen goes blank on the handheld, you can unplug it and it's ready to go. I like to wait until it starts loading, and then you can unplug, you can grab the next student calculator and start doing the same process. And when a student turns their calculator on now, it'll say the calculator is in test mode. In fact, it's there right now. And it gives all of the settings if they want to look through them, but they can't change them. Now, if a student wants to leave test mode, you can do this on your computer as well. I have to close this settings box. I'm going to plug in the handheld again. And notice that when we're in test mode, the top of the calculator will blink. And you can see that. There we go. You can see the blinking light. That's one way you can check to see if a calculator is in test mode. It doesn't guarantee the settings are right, but at least you can check to see if it's in test mode. So if you want to leave test mode when you're plugged in, once again, just going to hit the calculator setting here, hit exit, press to test. Click exit, press to test. And once again, as soon as the screen goes blank, and I like to wait for the loading screen, right away you can unplug, plug into the next student calculator, and either set up or leave press to test mode. Hopefully this was helpful. And as always, you can let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.